Hey guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to share with you a few of my favorite makeup tips and tricks to avoid having a bad makeup date. So on the left side of my face, I'm going to show you the right way to do your makeup. And on the right side of my face, I'm going to show you the wrong way to do your makeup. So I'm going to start off by priming the left side of my face. And a primer is super important, especially if you're wearing foundation. The foundation I'm going to be using today matches my body. It doesn't match my face, but it's the exact same color as my upper body, and that's what you want when you buy a foundation. You want to make sure that it matches your neck as well as your upper body. Taking a round top foundation brush, I'm just going to press this into my skin. I'm also going to buff it and just do circular motions just to make sure that I get the foundation deep into my skin. And I'm also going to just apply that on my neck. You want to make sure you don't forget your neck. Even though the foundation matches my body, I want to make sure that it's even out because you will be able to see the difference if you forget your neck. For the right side of my face, I'm going to take a foundation that appears to be the same color as my body. Like if I go to the store and I see this bottle, I'm like, oh yeah, it does match me. But once I put it on my face, it's completely different. So it's happened to me before a lot, and I think the best advice I can give is knowing your undertone. Like I have yellow undertones, so whenever I go to the drugstore or whenever I go to a makeup store, I want to go and lean towards the yellow base foundation. So like nude, sand, those are the color ranges that I typically lean towards whenever I'm purchasing a foundation. So it really does help a lot to know what your skin undertone is. And for example, look at my neck. Like you can see the difference. So if I was to go out in public or take some pictures, you will be able to see that my neck is completely different from my face, and that's what you want to avoid. So here you can see the difference between the foundation that matches me and the foundation that does not match me. For concealer today, I'm going with a neutral base concealer. So it has a little bit of peach in it, so it's going to hide my under eye circles as well as brighten my under eyes. And as you can see, I'm drawing a triangle shape under my eyes just to make sure that I highlight the right places on my face. I'm also going to apply a little bit of concealers on the high points of my face. And then I'm going to blend that in with the same brush that I used for my foundation. And you want to make sure that you just press that into your skin just to make sure that you don't have any harsh lines. And the more you blend, the more natural your concealer is going to look. So just take your time doing this step. Now we're going to move on to the right side of my face, and I'm using a concealer that's probably like 10 times lighter than my face, and I'm only going to apply this under my eyes. And instead of hiding your dark circles, I feel like you're just going to draw more attention to them, and it's not going to look natural under your eyes. So this is why I like to draw a triangle shape under my eyes, just to make sure that it blends in with the foundation and the rest of my face. So as you can see, it's really important to apply your concealer in the right places, just to make sure that your makeup looks as natural as possible. Now I'm going to move on to powders, and I'm going to set my under eye with a yellow base powder, and I'm just going to apply this on the areas of my face where I tend to get oily. And then on the right side of my face, I'm going to use a lighter powder which doesn't look natural. And now to contour my face, I'm gonna go in with this NARS Eater brush, which is amazing to contour your face. And I'm taking the gray based powder from the Blvd palette, and I'm just going to contour my face. And I feel like the easiest way to define the hollows of your cheekbones is basically to follow the highest point of your ear and then just basically blend it from there on. And then you also want to blend it towards your temples. You also want to make sure that you apply some powder underneath your jawline. I feel like this slims out your face and evens out the powder to the rest of your face. Now, moving on to the right side of my face, I'm using this dark bronzer and this fluffy round top brush, and I'm going to contour my face. And there's so many reasons why you don't use this type of brush and this type of shade to contour your face. As you can tell, it doesn't look natural and it just looks muddy overall. So this type of brush I will use to bronze up my skin, and I wouldn't use it with typically this shade just because it's way too dark for my skin. As you can tell, on the left side of my face, the contour looks extremely natural, and then on the right side, it doesn't look even at all. It just looks terrible. And then I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up my skin. For bronzer today, I'm using this one by Too Faced, which I absolutely love. And the right way to apply your bronzer is to just lightly dust it over the edges of your face, just to give you that natural bronze glow. On the right side of my face, I just basically put it everywhere, and it just it doesn't look good. So for blush, I'm going to be using this brush by e.l.f. and I'm going to be using a mauve, sort of like baby rose tone colored, and I'm going to apply this away from my face just for a more natural look. On the right side of my face, I'm going to be using a powder round blush, and I'm going to be using this intense coral pink blush, and I'm going to apply it directly on my cheeks, and you can see the difference. It just doesn't look natural and I look like a total clown. So avoid applying it directly on your cheeks, just because even that pimple that's coming out, you're able to see it more on that side of my face. Now for eyeliner, this is my favorite part because obviously I apply eyeliner every single day, and applying eyeliner the right way is super important. Like on the left side of my face, I just created a thin cat eye and I winged it out. On the right side of my face, I started on the inner corners of my eyes, and starting in the inner corners of your eyes is just going to make your eyes appear a little bit smaller, and it's just going to close it in. So I recommend starting on the outside just to work your way into the inner corners of your eyes, just to create the illusion that your eye is a little bit longer. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. Another tip I would recommend, especially for those girls who have like little wrinkles under their eyes, because I'm starting to get some too, and I know I see a lot of people apply really dark eyeshadow under the lower lashes to hide it. I wouldn't recommend you do that, just because it does emphasize your wrinkles a lot more, and it doesn't look natural. So what I recommend is going for a neutral base eyeliner and just applying that on your waterline, and then top it off with some lower lash mascara, and you are good to go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply my false eyelashes. Another tip that I would recommend is not applying a liquid eyeliner under your lower lashes. It just doesn't look good in my opinion. I think I used to see my mom do this in the 90s, and ever since then it hasn't looked cool. So now I'm gonna move on to my eyebrows, the most important part, and I'm using a brow pencil just because I feel like a brow pencil just gives me the more natural look. And I just feel like with a pencil, you can really take your time and fix any mistakes and just go ahead and draw the eyebrow shape that you really want. So this is what my eyebrow looks like when I draw it in with a pencil. Now I'm gonna move on to the right side of my face, and I'm going to be using a Dip Brow by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is an amazing product, and I really like it for those days where I'm doing like an intense makeup. But I feel like it's very easy to get carried away with it because it's so intense and so difficult to work with at times, and this is just not the right way to do your eyebrows. So if you are going to use this product, start off with a little bit and then work your way up. And then I'm going to move on to highlight, and for highlight today I'm using this golden beautiful highlight, and I'm just going to apply this on the high points of my face, and I'm lightly just dusting it on. Applying the highlight to the right places of your face is the secret to getting a more natural look and also appearing in pictures, because I know a lot of people always ask me, how come my highlight doesn't appear in pictures? But applying your highlight like this on the right side is definitely going to show in pictures, but it's not going to show the right way. So applying the highlight on the right places of your face, like I said, is really important. Now I'm going to move on to my lips, and I'm using the Kylie lip kit just to show you guys that you can overline your lips, but you don't have to go overboard. So I'm just briefly lining my lips on the left side, and then on the right side I'm just gonna go ahead and overdraw my lips just a little too much. I mean, I've seen this a lot, and you know what, it's happened to me before. We all make mistakes, and I know this has been the trend in 2015, it's just overdrawn super big lips, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I like doing it myself, but just doing it the right way just makes sense, and it just looks so much better. So next time you're overdrawing your lips, make sure you follow the natural shape of your lips and then work with that. It's just some tips that I would give you guys. I mean, I'm not trying to like make fun of anyone here, and if you do like to overdraw your lips like this on the right side and you like it, then you know what, do it, rock it. It's your lips and you can do whatever you want. These are just some tips that I would give you guys. So let me just show you guys. On the left side of my face, I have the right way to do my makeup, and then on the right side of my face, I'm showing you the wrong way to do your makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next one very soon. Bye guys.